menu narration option is set to off.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike. Hey, QB's traps. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New Orleans.
15, 1, 59.
Let's go,
Running on first down, Ekeler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and 11. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run here with Ekeler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Ekeler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Check 52. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hey, lock it.
SOS, SOS.
30, go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Jones, off play action. Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ready.
Check, 59, 59. You're trapped, you're trapped.
On second down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right to Mixon on the check down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, certainly.
Touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
70, Indy.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Here's Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
So we got man. Hey, check Mike 40.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A toss play to Mixon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. It's caught. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now is and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 45.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Back to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
General West. Hey, Echo. Get it.
2nd and 14. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop the throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Off play action. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go! At the 42-yard line.
Set. Moody base. Hey, box truck.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
46-yard line.
Hey. Check. On the ball.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Jones off the play fake. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones now on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run with Mixon, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 18 yards the gain for number 18. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now Jones. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A give, Eckler running to the right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Watch the pass.
Pilot, 60.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some... And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 12. And a Saints first down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going on the ground with Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Jefferson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
70, Indy.
Eckler, they run left side. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. The 30, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Ready? AT Gator.
15.
X3. 218. Chopper. Check. Crouch. Crouch. 5.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
On the set.
Mike 51. Get in the weight room.
Hey. I set. Big grip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
We go. 18 Gators.
47. Watch the run. Watch
Right up.
On 1st down, Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.